Today on Kaiju Wars, it's a 4v1 battle. Now, on my Who'd Win series, we actually did one of these. Yeah. Yeah. We did one of these. Yeah. Anyways, let's introduce them. Today we have Godzilla from the new 2021 movie. Sorry, my voice cracked. Jesus Christ. I can crack my voice on command, but that one wasn't intentional. Okay, we had Godzilla from the 2021 movie, which is basically just the same old Godzilla, but he has new abilities. Going against Zaragas. Okay. Zaragas, Vakishim, Galberus, and Gudon. If you don't know, this is Zaragas. This is Gudon. This blue and orange chicken is Vakishim. And all the way over in the distance, that's Galberus. Oh yeah. Let me describe to you all of them. But first, let's get on to their introductions. Godzilla is the king of the monsters, and according to his lore in the new MonsterVerse film franchise, he's an alpha predator. He's the protector, the key to coexistence, the motherfucking Lord himself, Godzilla, the ultimate titan. Yeah, basically that's it. This is the better American Godzilla, so yeah, there's that. Yeah, okay. That's pretty much it. It's a. Okay, let's get on to the stuff. Zaragas. Well, he's this giant, freaking. I don't know how to describe him. He looks like someone tried to draw Baragon from their memory. He's just this giant kaiju from all these kaiju. 4 kaiju are from the Ultraman series. Just to tell you, okay, for some insight. Anyways, Zaragas is just this giant mole kaiju from planet Dent, which is underground. Yeah, he's this giant mole kaiju. Okay, Vakishim. Vakishim is from the Pool's dimension in Onigadake. Oh crap. Oh crap, I said the N-word. Onigadake. Crap. That wasn't intentional, okay. Shit, I'm gonna get canceled on Twitter. I don't know how to edit videos. Don't cancel me, okay? It was part of the origin of where he's from, Onigadake. Don't cancel me, please. Okay, Galberus. Oh shit. Well, he's a 3-headed Cerberus space beast. He's basically just this giant 3-headed alien xenomorph. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Gudon. Well, Gudon is this giant whip monster from the second Korean Okutama. Yeah, he's just giant demon bull motherfucker. Anyways, now we got that out of the way, let's get into their abilities. Now, Godzilla, besides from biting, clawing, stomping, headbutting, bashing, tail slapping, and shoving, his abilities include atomic breath, nuclear pulse, he has a nuclear pulse attack. He has durability on his side because he's freaking durable as hell, man. He got shot in his weak spot, and yeah, but he didn't really bleed that too much. Except when he fought the Mutos, other than that. He also has physical capabilities, He was able to collide with Ghidorah and not fall flat on his ass. He can also swim. He has a lot of intelligence. He can absorb radiation in there. He can also turn into his fire burning form, but he can only do that with the help of Mothra. So yeah. Also, Godzilla's fucking fast. This variation of Godzilla is so fucking fast. Like, if you don't want to hear spoilers, then get out. Well, apparently there's some clips floating around YouTube where it shows Godzilla walking on all fours like a crocodile, crawling towards Kong, like like he's so damn fast. Now people think Godzilla is a sluggish asshole, you know. But my MonsterVerse Godzilla, no, he's a speed demon. He's a literal speed demon. 2014 Godzilla, you know, he's average speed. 2019 Godzilla, okay, he's gaining a lot of speed. 2021, he just charges in there like a cheetah and just phew, there. Also, Godzilla has a lot more stamina. And he's a lot more durable in his 2021 variation. Okay, let's get into the Ultraman Kaiju. Okay. Yeah. So Zaragas, his weapons include an adaptation. For example, when he gets shot by a weapon, he adapts by removing pieces of that weapon's shell and replacing them with light bulbs or spikes, as well as improving his own physical strength and immunity to the weapon he adapted from. That's impressive. He also has an energy beam which he can fire from his horn. Yeah, okay. Okay, Vakishim. Vakishim has Vulcan fire. He can fire missiles from his nose and lasers from his nose. He also shoots lasers out of his hands. Flame radiation. He can emit 2 streams of fire from each of his hands. They both have a temperature of 70,000 degrees Celsius. That's pretty hot. Ah, that's hot. That's hot. Angular missile. When needed, Vakishim can launch the horn on his head like a missile. The horn has a homing effect, thus his ultimate guided missile. Yeah. So basically, this giant horn on his head is a guided missile. Unicorn bomb. Wait, what? Okay, interdimensional travel. He can just cross the dimensions, I guess. He's also a pretty good jumper as well, apparently. He can shoot a fire. He has optic prison, which is, he can shoot a blue wave of energy that can capture anything, basically trap them for a short period of time. Some period of time, I mean. He has Vakishim Crusher, which he can fire a powerful energy blast from the 2 holes on his beak. One is purple while the other one is blue. And then red lasers. After positioning his arms and forming an energy ball, Vakishim can fire a stream of dark energy. So we can see that Vakishim has a lot of abilities. But what about the others? Well, Galberus, flame bullet. He can shoot a large, powerful, explosive orange balls from his fire on his wolf-like heads. He has hypnosis. Using the eyes on his dog heads, Galberus can fool other weaker beings through hypnosis to confuse them. He can confuse his opponents, basically. He also has an infectious bite. After biting them, he can inject B cells at anything he bites, making the area feel massive amounts of pain and create stuff. So basically, he can bite into his opponents and just infect them, and then he can control how much it hurts. That's gonna be a lot effective. He has duplication. He can duplicate himself. He also has a memory illusion monster. Yeah, so basically he's just Pennywise if he was a 3-headed Cerberus. He can summon your past fears, and yeah, that's pretty much it. On his opponents and everything. Okay, Gudon. Gudon has auxiliary territory tentacle excavator. Has a pair of whips for arms. Despite their delicacy, a single whiplash can turn the texture to hard as rock. So basically, Gudon is a food source. Used to be. He has burrowing. He can whip his arms fast enough, and he can burrow. He has thick hide. He has cruelty whiplash, which he can whip them one time, and submits them, and whips the opponent into submission with a single slap. Whip impact. Gudon whips the opponent from both of the whips at the same time. Intimate whip attack. A single strike with one whip. Okay. Sling slash. A tag team attack with Twin Tail as both. Yeah, we're not using Twin Tail today, but he will appear later in the series in Kaiju Wars. Yeah, Cyclone Whip. Gudon spins into a tornado and whips the opponent. Whip rush. Gudon repeatedly whips the opponent. Oh god, that was a mouthful. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Let's just state their sizes. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, can I freaking... Oh crap, I can't state the sizes then. Oh shit. Oh crap. Okay. You know what, fuck it. Fuck the sizes, okay? This video is taking too long. Okay. This fight takes place in... So basically this fight takes place in, the Great Plains. Now, how would they defeat each other? Well, if all the Ultraman monsters attacked at once, then they could defeat Godzilla. But Godzilla just needs to blow all of them up with his atomic breath. Okay, fight. Ding, ding, ding. There's this fight takes place in the Great Plains of North America. Okay, all four monsters charge at Godzilla. All of them roar at him while Godzilla stands his ground. He's moving around, he's scanning the area. Then out of nowhere, Vakishim is the first one to attack. He charges, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. He charges at him, but Godzilla just grabs him by the head and throws him down to the ground. Very impressive. Very fucking impressive. Then out of nowhere, Gudon whips Godzilla in the back, but Godzilla has a tail whip and just tail slaps the Gudon. Oh shit. Oh crap. He's kicking our asses. So once they realize that this giant kaiju isn't what he looks like, they kind of underestimated him, the king of the fucking monsters. So they started taking a more cautionary approach. Zaragas then comes out, then listen to the other monsters, and then stabs Godzilla with his horn in the back. And apparently he pierced Godzilla's skin. Godzilla roars in pain as he then grabs Zaragas and then starts choking him and slams him down to the ground. That's when Galberus does flame bullet. It hits Godzilla in the chest and Godzilla roars in pain. That's when Gudon uses his vine whips, his whip arms, and ties up Godzilla's arms. He reeling his arms back, so that his attacks render useless. Godzilla is snarling and roaring at everyone. Vakishim then does Vulcan fire and shoots missiles from his nose and lasers from his hands at Godzilla roars in pain, and that's when Galberus goes in for that freaking infectious bite. He closes in and like a predator in his prey. But Godzilla does some freaking big brain math calculations, and then he's got an idea. Once Gudon is about to Galberus is about to bite into his neck, Godzilla then, forces his arms forward, causing Gudon to fall forward. And then Godzilla uses him as a freaking flail, spins Gudon around and throws him into Galberus, knocking him over. That's when Zaragas charges in and grabs him by the neck. But Godzilla punches and slashes at his face. Vakishim, on the other hand, who's still down, then uses his flame radiation and releases fire, burning Godzilla. Godzilla is like scratching his face as he just got shot point blank range with fucking fire. Godzilla also has a regeneration capabilities. Godzilla is it's a double-edged sword for him. He gets harmed by the fire, kind of, but since it has radiation, it powers him. And that's when Godzilla loads up his atomic breath and then grabs Zaragas. Zaragas panics as he's trying to escape. Godzilla grabs him by the face and shoots point-blank range atomic breath into Zaragas' face, blasting his head right off. Godzilla lets go as Zaragas' unconscious body falls over. Now, Gudon, Vakishim, and Galberus look, and Godzilla is angry, blue flames coming out of his eyes. He's pissed. He's fucking triggered. That's when Gudon does cruelty whiplash. Godzilla falls over, roars in pain. God damn it, my voice cracked. Falls over and roars in pain. As you know, Gudon just keeps whipping him. He's just a whip rush. He uses whip rush and starts whipping Godzilla into submission. Galberus then uses hypnosis. Oh yeah, and hypnotizes Godzilla. Godzilla is caught in a trance and he's ignoring the pain as he's going in right now. But then he snaps out of the hypnosis somehow, and then tail whips Gudon, who falls over. Tail whips Gudon, who makes him fall onto his back. Godzilla then grabs Galberus by his two other heads, his two other wolf-like heads, and rips them clean off. Galberus roars in pain, but then bites into the neck of Godzilla and releases his infectious bite. Galberus then increases his, infectious pain level, and Godzilla falls down onto his knees. He's roaring in pain as his infectious bite is getting everywhere. His G cells, his freaking regenerative abilities are going to work. They're freaking, helping him kind of. But Gudon doesn't like that he's actually, he's actually not going into that much pain. So Gudon uses his tentacles and whips Godzilla even more and then strangles him. Godzilla realizes what Gudon is doing, so he decides to grab Gudon closer and to rip off his vine arms. Gudon roars in pain as Godzilla comes over to Gudon and rips out his jugular with his jaws. Only Vakishim and Galberus is left. Galberus is literally shitting his pants right now. He doesn't even have any. Vakishim then uses his guided missile attack, and the horn on his head comes right off and explodes into Godzilla's gills. Godzilla loses a lot of blood, and then the Ultraman monsters realize that, bro, we just have to aim for the gills, his neck. So they decided to go for the neck. But Godzilla's healing factor is really helping him in this fight. So Godzilla grabs the giant chicken by his neck and then starts twisting his head. But Vakishim uppercuts Godzilla and does, his flame radiation, his Vulcan fire attack. Godzilla gets harmed, but then tail slaps Vakishim and starts biting into his head. Vakishim then does his optic poison. No, prison, I meant. And Godzilla's trapped. This blue force field surrounds Godzilla as Vakishim makes a getaway from him. Godzilla slashes the force field, but he can't seem to get out. Galberus then raises the pain even more, cranks it up to a fucking 90. And Godzilla roars in pain as his G cells and his regenerative abilities are working overtime as he is struggling to get back up. Vakishim yeah. Oh my god. Well, Vakishim, he uses his angular missile again, and lands it onto Godzilla's back. Godzilla roars in pain as his missile is just like exploding all over him. But then the force field cuts out, and then that's when Godzilla, with blood and tears in his eyes, he looks up with blue flames coming out, and then charges like a fucking crocodile and knocks over Vakishim before ripping into his insides and pulling his guts out. Vakishim is literally roaring in pain as all of this is happening. And then Godzilla rips out Vakishim's hearts, lungs, livers, spleens. He doesn't give a shit. Galberus is just looking at the chaos. He's looking over there. He's literally scared. Galberus literally starts stepping back, but Godzilla goes on all fours and charges towards Vakishim. No, Galberus. But Galberus raises his infection level, and Godzilla falls over, writhing in pain. That's when Galberus chuckles to himself, and he releases a roar. Yeah. Galberus then walks over to him. He picks him up and then freaking slams him down to the ground. Godzilla then releases his atomic breath, charges it up first. Galberus knows what he's doing, so he cranks it up to another 2 levels, and Godzilla is fighting through the pain, and then he finally gets released. Galberus then does Flame Bullet, but it's too late, and Godzilla already blasts a hole through an entire 50 feet long hole by width hole into the middle of the chest of Galberus. Galberus falls down backwards as Godzilla gets back up. The infection pain stops. He looks around. Godzilla, king of the monsters, looks around before roaring in victory before walking off. Lots of blood was spilled on this day. Gory, bloody body parts laying over what was once the green and yellow grass of the Great Plains. Many animals were stepped on in the process, but overall, to Godzilla, he thinks it was worth it. As he hauls his 110,000 ton ass over to the sea, if there is, but that will take him a couple of days before he can finally actually reach a body of water. Verdict: in a fight between Vakishim, Gudon, Zaragas, and Galberus going against Godzilla would win, but it will be a very hard time. Now, this variation of Godzilla isn't the strongest, but he's still, pretty strong. So imagine what happens when these four monsters go up against him. Godzilla can literally just unleash hell and just kill all of them. But it'll be a very close fight. Forgot to mention to you guys, Godzilla can also shoot his atomic breath on the ground and creates a huge explosion. Anyways, that's all for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.